Hi, you are here today because you're going to get $1 million tip in buying an electric bike scooter. Actually, I finished a few hours ago filming like a presentation. And after I finished the presentation, I said, okay, it's time for me to go to sleep. It was about 1 o'clock. But as I go to sleep, I said, I have this idea and I have to make this video tomorrow. But I couldn't sleep. So I just woke up and I'm here now with my tripod and camera and few bikes behind me. There's an Orbi there. This is a van move. There's a cowboy there. There's another van move here, another this, that. We have scooters, we have everything. My $1 million tip. You are looking to buy a bike, a mobility scooter. This tip that I give you, many bike builders hate me for this. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm gonna show you some. This is a MOSFET. Also, this is a MOSFET. This is another MOSFET. What is a MOSFET? Is the most important part in your movement, in your wheel movement. And I will explain you why. And what is a MOSFET? It's just a switch. It's a simple switch. I want to make it easy. I don't want to make it technical, but what it is a switch, a digital signal switch. So why this MOSFET is very important in this electric bike industry, and why my tip will make people angry is because if this video will go popular and people will get knowledge about how to test if inside the bike, this is like a pro of the pro. Not even bike technicians know this. So I'm telling you because I'm component repair, electronics. So I know the data sheets of every channel MOSFET, different MOSFETs, and I will explain you why the switch, the MOSFET, is very important in this. Because most of bikes, they want to go cheap. So they put MOSFETs that in the lower state means when the MOSFET is off, the switch is off, it has a higher resistance because that's cheaper. How to notice that, I'm going to show you in a minute. But first, I'm going to explain you why is that. So higher resistance of a MOSFET in a lower state means off. It creates a back EMF. That's a current coming back from the motor into your module. Because bikes don't have the all regenerative thing, that EMF is not good because will create voltage spikes as you go downhill. You go uphill, no, because you use power. But when you go downhill, you don't use power. You use the gravity. So you create power. So what happens then is you create back EMF, meaning the current flow switch sides. So instead of going to the motor to be consumed, will go back into your unit, into your controller, and it ends up even in the battery. I know this because I start studying the van move problem, so that's why I know this. So yes, so this is what happens, and the back EMF will make all sorts of problems in time, not in your warranty. So that's why they will hate me, because if you do this check to every bike that you purchase, they have to change that, because you're going to buy only bikes they have proper MOSFETs installed in their modules. So I'm going to show you now what I'm talking about. So we have the worst example because it has a lot of EMF, and these things, they destroy like peanuts. they go like peanuts. Also, I have better MOSFETs that I install when I do my repairs. I make them better than the producer because they were shit. But so we have a turn on bike. So bike is on. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's put this down. Okay, bike is on. What do you look for? So you're gonna have your scooter, your bike, whatever. On the wheel with the power motor, you don't need to accelerate or move the pedals. If you move like the pedals, the power will start, and it will do. But what you have to look for, if the system you want to purchase is in the good state and it has quality parts, what's gonna happen is when you move this wheel, you don't hear this grinding noise. And then you will have close to zero resistance. Like this one is dead, no battery inside, and it doesn't have any that grinding noise at all. So when you notice any slight, you're gonna feel it on your hand. It's like a small vibration. If you notice any in a new bike, a new scooter any of this noise and things, you know the MOSFETs are high resistance in the lower state. If it's close to zero resistance, means when the switch is off, the line is open, that's perfect. That means that you don't have no back EMF into your bike parts, and the risk of breaking down even 1 or 2 years after warranty is close to zero. Also, so the risk of having bike for use is not a risk, it's just the truth. So if you have a low energy consumption MOSFETs in the lower state, you're going to have a better and a productive e-scooter, e-bike. Yes, that's what I noticed when I had a bunch of control and motherboards of bikes, that I made my experience and how to test it, because you move the wheel and then you see and you feel the back EMF even in the switch on without turning the accelerator on. So that's it for today. Hope you learned something. Please subscribe and follow me, because I'm going to give you the best tips. I have something for you that this world never saw before. It's tricks from the industry that I know, because I've been into this industry for so long on my own. I'm not related to any business, to any, what I do on my own. I do it my own. I made my own experience, and I'm an electrician by heart, not by money, by heart. So please follow me. I promise you will never regret it. Have a great